Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gizmos and Gadgets, where between episodes, well, since the last session, I did a little research because there were some memories I had that were hazy about this game. No surprise, it's been 20 years. There were some things that I vaguely remembered and wanted to look up. There were some new things I learned, and there's some other things. We'll get to them all in time. The first one is, for some of you who may know this game and have been watching before, I also remembered that there was a sprint. I could not figure out how to use it, and the last 20 years, more than 20 years actually, have given me so much practice of holding shift to run that when that didn't work, I was just like, I must have misremembered, or this game doesn't have it, or this version of the game doesn't have it, or something like that. I was incorrect. I believe it does. We're actually going to test it coming up. Something else that I learned, now that we're going in, that I never at any point knew. Oh fuck, I forgot about the solar power racer. Man, so much of this game really informed, like, the next 10 years of the, like, inventions I wanted to make as a kid. Fuck. Alright, so something else I learned, that I never knew at any point when I originally played this, is if you click on the components, it tells you what the best ones are. So, it's still not quite technically correct, but you can actually look up what the preferred options are, and you don't have to resort to GameFAQs or, as we did back in the day, some of you may remember, going to the Scholastic Book Fair, and in with all of the other books you were given some pocket money to buy, you also snuck in a Game Cheats book. Or a game tips book, because that was a thing back in the day before the internet. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna see. Supposedly, the button you want is control. Yep, there it is. And that. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong thing because I've forgotten what game I'm playing. So yeah. Oh, I should also mention, WASD doesn't work in this game. This game is arrow buttons only. So actually, does it work? Yeah, so it works with either control button, but they probably really intended for you to have your left hand on the right side of the keyboard and use your pinky on the right control to do that. But, so there's the... You heard me misrefer to this jump as this jump as the super jump. Come on. So you gotta get a running start, and then that's the super jump, and actually lets you leap over the trampolines and things. So let's get in here. I think I have that right. Nope, I was wrong. Why don't you give me the simple one again? Whatever, I'm not going to complain. Come on. This buggy. Alright. Got a lot of boxes up there. Brakes. Alright. Exciting stuff. Alright, how do we... Okay, so, like I said, you have to get a running start to do it, but, you can't just do it from a standstill, but that super jump lets you get over stuff. Also lets you... Well, let's not misremember things too early, we'll see. Alright, so I want to actually get... How do you even get to that last? I guess you gotta go all the way over Through this one, out this one, down and up to get to the top floor, huh? Alright, well, we're gonna go in here, I think, because I think I should be able to drop down to where I want to be. Inclined plane. Well, this isn't really an inclined plane, but I think that's what you mean. God, the music is great, but some of the noises are a little hard on the ears, and always were. And this one was always confusing because it doesn't show, you know, it's trying to show a pulley system, so it shows 2 pulleys instead of 1. But when you're a kid, you're like, well, you only need 1 because it's 1 pulley, right? I was just thinking about the color scheme here. I don't actually know how many colors this has. I think it's probably 256, if I had to guess. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Are we gonna go up? I guess we'll go up since there are two things back there. Here's another one that always threw me for a loop as a kid. Doesn't look like, these don't look like wedges, so why would they be wedges? But they are. Again, this is meant for 7 to 12-year-olds, which, I mean, granted, public education in the United States has always been a little lackluster, but I don't think this is generally, some of the simple machine stuff is like really sort of beyond what I think most you know, 4th to 3rd. How old are you when you're 8? Or what grade are you in at 8? Oh, we don't need to. We just need to drive it once. Will that do it? Nope. Okay. You know, we could probably do it this way. There we go. I don't think a lot of these topics are the kind of thing that kids of that age would necessarily be getting in their other education. Now, admittedly, there are more details in some of the, especially, well, we'll get into another topic, but the some of the descriptions and things are substantially more, oh shit, really, input lag is painful. Some of the descriptions exist in the game but are not particularly easy to access. So there's these hint boxes and things that you may not even notice are there. There's some other I mean, obviously not ever knowing as a kid that there were instructions on which were the best parts and having to, like, you know, figure it out by process of elimination was not the best. But at least in the CD version, which I did look up, something I wanted to get to about that is that oh, this is the other side, isn't it? That is voiced. I remembered correctly. Obviously, voice clips don't fit on a floppy disk. They are far and away the most resource expensive component of the CD version. They constitute the most additional stuff. Oh, I forgot. I forgot it does that. Damn it, I don't think I can get down now. So I think if you run, I don't remember the rules now. It doesn't explain them. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Oh, why does it have both types then? Come on, brain. Focus on one thing at a time. What was I even saying? That's bad. That's real bad. Maybe I'll come back to it. Oh, the voiceover. So there is a substantial amount of voiceover, and it's more than just describing these components. It's actually like almost every bit of text in the game in the CD version is voiced to some extent. And it's frankly too much. I mean, for a kid's game, it's probably a good thing because, you know, having kids read paragraphs upon paragraphs of like what amounts to essentially jargon is not always the best. But it's also like every bit of text is voiced. And I was thinking that if I could figure out how to get the CD version to work, I would try and transfer to it, and then I saw footage of it and decided it was not even worth the effort because there is just so much talking going on that I'd never get a word in edgewise. What way do I want to go out of here then? As far as I can tell as well, it is still, I haven't looked in a few years on how to, oh, gravity slider is here now. It's been a few years since I looked into trying to run this or any of my old, Windows 95 era games, CD games, and they are still, to my knowledge, very difficult to run in anything other than a body with 20 solar cell panels. Still very difficult to run in any context other than just straight up a VM. So let's see if I can nail this. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Ah, fuck me. Alright. You know what? Can I go down a level here? Yeah, okay. That's gonna be easier. I'm trying to get over and up so I can get to the top floor. It's really a shame, especially given Microsoft's insistence. Oh god, this one's really horrifying. It depends on the order you pull the pieces out, but when the first thing you pull out is the fucking teeth, it's real fucking spooky. With Microsoft's insistence that everything... Oh shit, I thought I muted that. Everything be backwards compatible forever. Like, there's still, including support for ancient, absolutely ancient pieces of software because they essentially want to be business compatible forever. Okay. That with all that, there are still so many pieces of software that don't work, and largely it's because they just refuse to include, or maybe they've lost the license for, old libraries, executable libraries. Because that's mostly the errors that I get these days when trying to run old stuff. Windows 7, it may have only been the 32-bit version, But Windows 7 had something called XP mode, which was essentially a VM. Was it 32-bit only? No, there's somebody at work still using it. I think it's included in the 64-bit version as well. Basically, it's it's for all intents and purposes an XP VM built into the native operating system, but only certain versions of it, to continue backwards compatibility for some really specific old pieces of software. That is one thing I haven't tried, but frankly, I'm not sure I would bother anyway. I did this wrong, didn't I? I'm missing something. That's the door I want to get into. Where the hell is that door? Why didn't I do that before? That's actually really easy to get at. Anyway, XP mode. A relatively unknown feature that they retired after Windows 7. Theoretically, I'm not sure why they couldn't, if there's any reason at all, they couldn't have just integrated it directly into Windows 10, but again, it's a complex thing. And not being able to play some of these old games is really a shame. I figure, I mean, I'm sure there are ways to emulate these systems, but frankly, when it's easier just to spin up a whole VM these days, why even bother? Now I'm getting into weird tech talk that probably nobody cares about. And have been for several minutes now. So how do we get down? It seems like there's no drops here, which is fascinating. I was really expecting there to be. There we go. That's how you get over. Ah, shit. Well, good enough. Oh, what was I talking about? I don't know. This is gonna be a weird, rambly game for me, I'm sure. So I hope you're here for that. Well, if you weren't, you probably would have cut out before you got to episode, what is this, 5? God damn it, what door is that? It's in a... It must be over through this wall, on the other side of that wall. Yeah? Wait, hold on. No, it's this one. What am I talking about? It's this one here. So you know what? Let's see what's over here first. Is this the door I want? There we go. Let's see. Is that the... How did I not... Oh, I've never been down to the bottom floor on this side. Alright. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Oh, whew, I double clicked escape and it didn't escape the game. That's kind of a shock, actually. I thought that would just quit the game out. Most of the time it does. I guess there must be... DOSBox must have gotten better at being aware of game hooking for that key. Wait a minute, which side was that on? Yeah, okay. I'm hoping that's right. I mean, it is right. I'm hoping that's what the game thinks is right. Alright. Yeah, so every time in the normal game, every time you would enter into one of the... Or into this... In the CD version, every time you would enter into one of these, it would basically read you the whole thing and be like, connect the la da 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 da. There are 5 matches or something like that. Oh, that's fascinating. I don't think I ever read these as a kid. Because you don't really think of this as a hint, right? This is like a description of the whole systems. Huh. Fascinating. The more you know. Metal bushings, ball bearings. Get out of here, bushings. Self-lubricating bearings. Okay. Alright, let's go through here and see if we can go up a level, because that's what I was trying to do all along, but it didn't work out so well. Alright, let's play it safe and go left. Oh, come on. I think it wants that little green dot right on the thing. Yeah. Alright, what do we have now? Let's see. 20 solar panels, 80 solar panels, 60 kilowatt. You know what? Oh, we still don't have all the parts we need, though. Alright. Fine, game. Wait, how the hell do I get out of here? Oh, okay. I gotta open that door. Otherwise, there's no way back down. I guess? Wait, is it going up or down? I guess it's mechanical energy. Let's see if that's what it thinks it is. Alright. So, up a level we go. Can we try not to step in the... Ah, fuck me. Alright. I can't properly articulate to you how bad the input lag is. If you've ever played it, you know. Or you probably know. Maybe you don't. Maybe I'm the only asshole who's sensitive to these things. Or was as a child. fuck me. Alright. I did hit the mother load, though. Nice. There's the diff we wanted. Piss paint. Pretty sure the 12 inchers are the best ones, but let's see what this is anyway. Interesting. Hopefully that's close enough for them. Come on. There we go. You know what? Let's see if we can build. It's a lot of parts, but at this point, we should be basically ready. Yeah, big fat wheels. What was that about rolling resistance? I'm sure it's nothing. Is that everything? I guess we painted the inside, huh? Or just the little hood bit. I guess if we had picked this one, the side would probably be blue. Yeah. Good thing we got the best one with all the panels. Alright. Let's beat Morty again. Fuck you, Morty. Punk bitch. The other thing I noticed about the CD version is at least the recording that I saw of it, the music was different. I don't know if it was actual audio tracks rather than being MIDI. I don't think it was, because the PC version I have, or the CD version I have, still gripes about not having a MIDI controller if I try and launch it on a modern system. But it's like the instrumentation is very different. Obviously, MIDI instrumentation depends on the MIDI library you're using, but like it sounds more substantially reworked than just that. Anyway, one more win under our belt. In the next episode, we'll go over to Shady Glen again and get our next aircraft on, which I think is the glider. We'll see. See you guys then.